Where is he, you junkie bitch? You're not Jigsaw, bitch.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Booze, brews, and horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
We are here with Brian, Hot Boy LaGrasta.
I'm always leaking, and we have Shane. I'm living a teenage dream Smith.
This is my favorite invention. I call it the rack.
Whoa, Mike, the Cannibal Gypsy.
I got nothing clever to say, so
Keep it rolling, Maddie with the stick.
Shut the fuck up.
oh, what? Oh,
And don't forget,
Oh my God.
special guest, Chowder.
Chowder, what do you got?
what up, Chow?
That's about right. Man, Saw 3.
Saw 3, long overdue. We're going to hit all the Saws soon.
But yeah, just wait a few years.
Good one.
We'll get you there.
Shane with the jokes coming out hot. Yeah.
I'm gonna put my executive
Stamp
foot down, and I'm gonna say we have to do Saw 4 for sequel September.
Okay. I mean, we can easily do that.
So an executive foot, you say? Would you say we're like a band, right? Like a 4-piece? What's a good 4-piece band?
At the Doors.
1975.
I would consider us like a me and Brian own the company, right? And you guys have steak, but me and Brian have more steak.
I don't eat meat.
Do they have like divine underneath the leg steak?
Yes, like me and Brian are having some nice fillets, and you have Divine's leg steak.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat steak. I don't eat meat. I just told you that.
No, but you have steak.
So if we were a band, I'd call Bri like the front man, but he also like sort of like plays rhythm guitar.
Okay.
Matt's like the drummer.
You're definitely the bassist.
No, Matt. Girls like drummers.
I know.
Drummers get action. I would definitely play bass for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm backing vocals to Brian.
You're like you're backing vocals. Your mic's turned down a lot though, and like you really poorly play lead guitar.
Yeah, I was saying, like Shane's like
pretty
lead guitar.
But he's like real shitty at it. Like
Vocals. I'm vocals, rhythm guitar.
rhythm guitar, but your vocals are amazing, and your rhythms are smooth.
Yeah, they're smooth.
Shane plays a terrible lead guitar, like like so bad he could like potentially be in Good Charlotte. And then
Wait, you're saying Good Charlotte's guitar is bad?
re-listen to that band's discography. It's god awful.
That's not true. Lifestyles of the rich and famous? Lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
Okay, we just turned your mic off for singing purposes. Brian has he's the lead singer, and there's no backing vocal
This
anymore.
is the anthem. Throw all your hands up.
Yo.
Don't wanna be just like you.
Yo, Chow, what's good?
Yeah, Chow is feeling. I do this thing now where I just put my finger like this, and Chow just loves that. See?
What a fantastic cat.
Great cat.
Truly.
Great cat. So is Saw 3 the third best Saw movie up to this point? I'm going to say yes.
Wait, so you're saying if you had to rank the top 3 Saws up to Saw 3, Saw 3 is 3?
It's definitely in the top 3.
I agree.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Oh, don't bite.
But I think it is the third best of the entire series.
Interesting. I would say it's a top 5 of the whole series.
Okay. What do you think is better?
I personally like Saw 6 better.
Okay.
And I actually like the newest one, 10.
Okay.
More than this?
Yes.
The Chris Rock one?
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
Spiral.
that's
that-
Spiral.
that
I mean
movie is
actual
also-
Saw 10 that just came out.
Spiral was like hot and mid.
Yes. Spiral is better than Saw 7.
That movie's so forgettable.
It really is forgettable. Like the only thing you'll remember
Wow.
is it's got Chris Rock and a terrible villain that's also in Handmaid's Tale. That's how I know.
Actually, no. I think, all right. So there's 10 Saws total. I think Spiral is actually the second worst.
Behind 5.
No, I think 5's better. I think Saw 7 is the worst Saw. Saw 3D, Saw 7.
Okay, that's fair.
sucked
That,
ass.
that is fair.
I would agree with that.
And then I would go Spiral above that, and then Saw 5 above that.
Yeah. 5 was a real letdown to me, especially because I thought 4 was really good.
I like 4 a lot.
5 was disappointing. But 6 was a lift up.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
really like 6. See, I 6 is the one I really
that's
like.
fine. I'll be curious to see what Mike thinks too. I mean, for me, I thought like up to this point, I thought it literally went in the order of the series.
Agreed.
In terms of how good they are.
Agreed.
But what do you think, Mike?
So this movie sort of follows like the Shrek trajectory. Like the first two are like, fun and cute, and this one kind of just like sucks dick.
You didn't like this movie?
I'm kidding. I actually do like this movie.
I was gonna say, I was like, whoa. I actually, because if you took this series as a trilogy, I actually think this is a great way to end the series.
I actually thoroughly enjoy this movie. It's
Yeah.
not great, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Is it weird that they probably could have just ended the series here?
Well, they originally were going to. This movie made way too much money.
Yo, that's the problem with this series specifically. It's not like super high budget, but it just kept making money.
Yeah, I think Saw 3 grossed, I believe, a shit ton of money.
I got you.
This movie sometimes looks a little gritty and like choppy, the Saw movies, because of that factor, but I feel like it works in a way. Like it's definitely engaging, it's entertaining, like, and they do always have a good cast. Like I love seeing Donnie, I love seeing the interspersed shots of Adam, fucking Dina Meyer. Who doesn't love a good Dina Meyer, right?
Dina Meyer's great.
Is
honestly.
she
Kerry.
She's that cop lady?
Yeah, Kerry.
Yeah, she's sexy as hell.
She was also in Piranha. She was also in Starship Troopers.
So you beat me to it.
Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
She's great in that movie.
You know, she also is Matt. If you watch Friends, she plays Kate in Friends. Who,
I noticed that. Yeah. I remember.
She's
that.
been around. She's been around the block. Dina Meyer.
Is
Everybody.
Chowder just going around eating all the wires?
She might. I actually
Yo.
might have to take her out in case
Yo.
she fucking eats something she's not supposed. Chowder.
Hey,
Chow is so great. Kind of the goat.
is she trying to
I
eat
love how Chowder went to the mic and said a quote, which was the
Yeah, oh,
was the
incredible.
breathing. Incredible.
Her just breathing. What a Chowder move.
I mean, great cat. We just can't have her eating
Eating the equipment. Yeah.
all our wires.
Listen, especially that wire.
Yeah. That's a very important wire. Also, it's just a safety issue for Chowder.
Yeah.
10 million US dollars.
That's how much the budget was. How much did it gross, though?
Oh, sorry.
This movie definitely made a lot of money. At this point, Saw had so much hype behind it.
Yeah.
164
Domestic.
million.
Yeah, they killed it.
160.
I don't know if the
Yeah,
gap.
164 million.
You know what I found out recently?
That's
like,
crazy.
Do you remember when we said like what is the best like budget to like
Box office?
It's got to be Terrifier.
in ratio? And a lot of people are saying like Blair Witch,
That makes a lot of sense.
but it's actually not.
What was it?
There is another. Can you look that up? The biggest money, biggest. I guess you could call it like profit in ratio for a movie. Like I don't know what the right terminology is.
I think more interesting is seeing what movie lost the most money,
Oh, there's also that.
like cost the most but didn't make anything.
All right, so you got Paranormal Activity, Tarnation.
What is it? What is it though? What is Paranormal Activities?
Oh, sorry, 645 million. Tarnation was 266 million.
That's a lot
Mad
of money.
Max was 24 million. Super Size Me was 22 million.
So this is all gross.
Yes. Blair Witch was 20 million. Night of the Living Dead was 13 million.
I definitely wasn't thinking of Paranormal Activity though.
Well, this is just regular movies in general. This isn't horror movies.
Oh.
You
Well,
want
I
me
mean,
to
that
look
is a
at
horror movie, though.
movies?
Yeah.
You want me to go based on horror movies then?
Yeah, we could offline that.
Well, no, yeah, because you got to think if Paranormal Activity grossed that much, like that's always going to win.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot. Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
impossible to beat.
And Halloween was at 10 mil. That was the top.
Okay,
8. Yeah.
interesting. So let's do that. Let's jump into the spooky pit. Then Brian will
We have a
read.
lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Saw 3, released in 2006. Jigsaw puts a doctor through a test to keep him alive, while his apprentice Amanda tests a citizen named Jeff's ability to quench his thirst for vengeance against the man who killed his son. Each game impacts the other, and Hoffman is identified easily early on in his involvement with Jigsaw. Because it's true.
It is true.
He makes all he had to do was release himself from each of the change, and Riggs is like, all he had to do. There's also other moments too
In
like,
this movie.
that's like really. Yeah, he's just super weird. I don't know.
Costas Mandalore is so suspicious to start, like off rip. with the way he talks about things. I do love how like by like the 7th movie he turns into the fucking Terminator, where he's just murdering people with a fucking knife. Well, he just keeps upstabbing through their jaw in the 7th movie. It's so wild.
So the film is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, stars Tobin Bell, Shawnee Smith, Angus McFadden, Bahar Sumik, Donnie Wahlberg, and Dina Meyer.
I assume, yeah. So this movie opens up with Donnie breaking his ankle to escape his chains from the 2nd movie. And it's pretty gross, like the noises it makes while he's breaking his foot.
When you were doing it, were you like cheering? I found myself cheering on Donnie.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Break that ankle, Donnie.
Break it.
I'm a big Donnie Wahlberg guy. I'm like, break it. You got fucking puppets to solve a mystery about. Go do that.
What do you think is worse, him absolutely obliterating his ankle, or just like straight cutting it off?
Oh,
Because he couldn't cut it off, but then he just broke it to oblivion.
you know what it kind of reminded me of? Like 127 Hours. You remember
Yeah,
when
where
he
he
like
cuts
breaks
the-
his arm so much, so it's kind of like it's brutal. But I guess it makes it a little easier for him to like pull out the. I mean,
Tendon,
I mean,
yeah.
either way, it's bad, right? Like
I think the breaking is better because at least at the end of the day, it's going to take a lot of rehab, but you still have your foot.
I think you will have your foot. I think you'll never be able to fully have that thing functional again.
Like you'll be able to walk on it, but with a cane.
You'll need to put significant plating in
Yeah,
that
you'll have
foot.
to Hugh
Yeah.
Laurie it for a bit, but like if it's not there, it's just not there, and that's a bigger issue.
Was House a good show?
House is a great show, actually.
I was always semi-curious about it.
Great show.
I do like how they. Oh, sorry. Did you finish the Donnie Wahlberg shit yet?
No, you're good. You can go on. But the
I just want to know sure because he breaks his foot. In a
yeah,
million
he
places.
escapes, but then it cuts to Troy pretty
Yeah.
much. So yeah, you're good.
So I do want to explain Troy. So Troy's trap, and I do like how they shoot this because it's like Troy's trap while they investigate the aftermath of what happens to Troy at the
Yes.
same time, right? So you have Troy's trap, which is basically there are chains hooked up to these rings that are in his skin, and they're dug into like his shoulder blades, the sides of his rib cage, his abdomen, like his Achilles tendon, and the biggest one is obviously it's in his mouth.
It's impossible. His
Like-
trap was impossible.
Like it is impossible, but not only that, when they're examining it during that scene as they transition back and forth, it's even made more impossible because you find out from Riggs and Kerry. The door's welded shut. He actually can't get out, and there's a bomb there. The bomb's going to go off if he can't get rid of all of the rings in time and to
Yeah.
break off the chains. He was dying regardless.
Yes, but like even if his trap wasn't like where he was like welded in, how do you get that chain out of your mouth and survive?
So here's my question to you: was that ring around over his jaw, or is it through like this lip here?
It looks like it's through his jaw.
That's what I thought too, and you're not going to be able to get that out.
No.
I mean, sure, there's something that you could just blast off your jaw, but like you're not going to be able to do that.
No, and plus you would bleed out instantly from that one.
No, the guy's he's cooked, and
Yes.
and for some reason, it is impressive how like Kerry picks up on that like right away that it's like not Jigsaw's MO.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I feel like
She is the jigsaw expert. Like she's been.
yeah, sure, she's been consistently following it, and she's like one of the only ones left alive.
Yeah, they do a good job of like wrapping up loose ends. Like every time you think someone's getting close, they get murdered.
Yeah.
Like so, Carrie's she's examining tape in her house. She's gonna get kidnapped, and she's gonna get put in one of the coolest traps, the winged angel trap. Right, I think it's called.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like a trap that's like dug into her rib cage that like you could explain the trap, but it's like basically pierces her. Both sides of her rib cage are like fucking stuck to this machine.
Yeah. So from that, she has to get the key to unlock the rib cage thing, and the key is currently dipped in acid because it's always dipped in acid.
Yeah.
So
that's
she has
a
a
staple.
minute before the key dissolves. She's got to reach in. Her hand is melting. I think she should have
melting,
just
I'm
went in
melting.
one real quick and grabbed it.
It's like,
she kind of does a lot of.
100%.
She does way too much sloshing.
Well, actually, when she actually eventually gets the fucking key out of the slosh pit, her hand is actually like missing skin, and you can see her bone fragment.
Yes.
Because she did just a little bit too much sloshing in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
When she went straight down, And I'm the first person to say this on this podcast. If she went straight down and grabbed the key, being the first one, she would have been able to get out of the trap. But like, she's got no functionality of her hand anymore. It's just like fucking slop.
It's
Yeah.
fucking slop hand.
And then I was like also thinking if she
Schlocky.
Oh, that's been a
schlocky.
fucking
Throwback
throwback.
to the best moment on this podcast history.
Schlocky.
Yeah.
So
I've never seen anything like it.
what
or
was that?
heard anything like it. Because I truly believe you made up that word.
I didn't. We
But
looked
then
it
we
up.
found out yeah. Good job.
Can you look up the origins of the word schlocky? Like, where does that come from?
'Cause I've always
is
said
that
this.
Hebrew?
Shane's got a big dictionary, so
Yeah, I have.
it makes sense
Like
that
Matt
you
has a
threw
big
the-
dick. He's got a big dictionary.
big dictionary.
Yeah.
Schlock.
It's so
The
so good.
origin is schlock confirmed.
Of low quality or value.
Yep. Country of origin we need.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, schlock?
On a scale of 1 to total mensch, how Hebrew is that word?
God. Schlocky.
Schlocky.
So,
Like, is it so Hebrew that like Kanye West hates it?
he just went on another tirade a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks,
Yeah,
bro.
Kanye, yeah.
Please, Kanye.
I
So,
was just doing a Patrick Bateman bit.
I know. I was
Oh,
just
you
adding
were-
Kanye to the end of it
Oh.
instead of.
Oh.
Yeah. You have anything to say?
Yeah, Sri Lanka.
Oh, he's asleep right now.
Okay, I had
But-
to check.
ooh.
I think she should have just like got in real quick instead of sloshing around.
There was so
and
much
I know
sloshing.
I'm the first person who said that.
You are. the
You're
first.
like this 7.
Do you think that thing can move in that container? I feel like she doesn't give that enough effort.
She doesn't. I feel like she should have went underneath. And
Yeah,
pushed
you think
up.
maybe you could push that up?
Oh,
Like,
you think like she should have just like
she doesn't even try.
Yeah. Instead she's just busy sloshing around.
She deserves to die.
Well, she goes in and out.
Easy,
right?
dude. She's sexy as hell.
If she would have went in one time to get it, she would have been in such a better position.
Well, look at all the fucking slosh.
It's, it's German.
It's a German word.
schlocky.
Wait.
That's not Kanye.
boy.
Oh no.
There are too many things that are coming in my head. I'm gonna pipe it.
Oh
boy. I'm gonna
The
pipe it.
Third Reich.
Do we have a theme song?
Matt, press something. For the love of God.
Well, no, I watched a lot of Indiana Jones lately, and they had this like song that was playing when Hitler was signing Indiana Jones's book.
Is that Hitler or Patty Hitler?
No, that was Hitler. Like he signs Hitler in Indiana Jones'
Only
book.
John Waters has a character literally named Patty Hitler.
I
Like,
know.
what the fuck?
So anyway, Dina Meyer's dead because her trap was rigged. We kind of see that it was Amanda doing the trap because they kind of show her.
Oh, they see you. You see her at the end, and you realize that she was the one that was probably in the house with the videotape and brought her here. And even though Dina Meyer beats the trap and should be out of it, she still dies.
Yeah. So we see that Linda is she's with her what we are assuming is her husband.
Is this Linda or Lynn?
Lynn. There is no Linda.
This is a weird scene.
Linda.
Like they don't talk for like almost like fucking 10 seconds before you actually hear them talk.
Yeah.
And this is look, the twist got me.
It's a good twist.
It's a good twist.
It's a really good twist.
Saw is known for one thing, and that's some pretty good twists.
Because she's with this guy, you assume it's her husband. They're like having some issues. She's popping some pills, and then she's like, "What do you want from me?" And he says, "A divorce."
And that's that, right?
And you're like, "Oh man, her marriage is on the rocks."
She can't even work well because of that, right?
No,
Like,
how is she gonna give that kid a tracheotomy?
oh my god! And that's what she needs to do. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Where's Lynn? She's the only person in this hospital that can do this."
She's literally our trank dope expert. Someone get her. She's gotta give the tracheotomy. That's how it sounded, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Big boy.
Whoa.
You know what I love though?
Whoa.
Tell me.
It's so funny.
Tell me
because
all about it.
That lady's like basically like, if you're not, your headspace isn't here, then we don't need you here. But they clearly do.
Yes,
you know, like they needed her for
Because
this.
no one else could have did this job except her.
Yeah, like she's the only doctor in there that knows how to do this, which is hard for me to believe. Everybody else wanted to do a different procedure. She's like, nope, I'm gonna shove this thing in this dude's fucking throat, I guess.
Yeah.
and stabilize him.
So she's gonna be upset. She's gonna go back. She's gonna grab some more pills. She's a big pill girl. She's basically what Patrick Bateman should have been. So I didn't notice this here, but there is a drawing of the little pig right there on her locker,
Oh, that's clever.
which is
Oh, a little Easter egg.
yeah. Well, foreshadowing, I guess, would be a better way to put it. But yeah,
Foreshadowing of the pig trap.
no, because we spoil shit all the time.
Oh, of the
Her son
the doll?
had the pig doll.
Got it. Because I think you could actually say it's not only it's the pig mask.
Yeah.
It's the pig trap, and it's also the pig doll.
Right, because I was going like,
I know.
why would the crayon drawing, the pig, the kid, it all connects.
Or it's a secret Easter egg from SVD, Slaughter of Alma Dolls, the pig lady.
Look at that. Inspiration.
My head.
Actually, these came out the same exact year, 2006. So
They did. Oh my lord.
so you could have actually had a choice one night to watch this or watch SVD.
What are you picking?
I'd rather get STD. I forgot a letter. A sexually transmitted disease.
You just want a sexual disease, though.
Yeah,
it'd
you don't
be-
want it to be transmitted.
You just want it yourself.
I want the sexual.
You want it like airborne or something?
You just want it to manifest like a wart or something that you could burn off.
It'd be better than watching Slaughter of Alma Dolls again.
Honestly, STDs are better than that film. Yes.
Like, would you rather watch Slaughter of Alma Dolls again or have one night of chlamydia?
I'd rather have one night in Bangkok and then get the
Yeah.
chlamydia.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, she's been captured. Lynn.
I've been captured.
And she's going to be brought to the Jigsaw Palace.
Jigsaw.
And he's like, I'm in bed and I'm dying and I'm going to need you to eventually open my skull.
That's kind of crazy where this gets to. Like,
Yeah.
To be very honest, it's like kind of laughable at points, but
It's a little much.
I respect it though. Like I do like the direction, right? Like
Me too.
This is the movie where like I know you start getting it, but you'll really gain a profound respect for Jigsaw. Because you'll realize, like in Amanda, and you find Amanda to be just like not the prodigy she was made out
No,
to be,
she's
not
terrible
the astute
prodigy.
student of Jigsaw that he was testing her. You have like a normal human being, right, who just doesn't play games,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you have Jigsaw who plays games with like a moral compass.
Yes.
And then you have the type of person that like Amanda and like who Hoffman would be,
Yes.
who just like play games but they don't follow the rules.
No,
Like,
they just
don't-
murder.
they just kill. Yeah.
You can't learn a lesson if you die, right? Like,
I was thinking about Jigsaw. Like, sure, you'll lose some limbs, maybe a couple of organs, but you'll learn a valuable lesson.
yeah.
You'll walk out a better person.
That's
Exactly.
right. And you'll get to hear his fucking raspy voice in doing so.
Except you don't walk out a better person because the people who survive all turned out to be shitheads. Like Amanda.
Yeah, so they start shitty and they end shitty.
Yeah, so really there's nothing.
Tell
of
you what
value
though,
here.
he's really convincing as a fucking sickly dying person.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, for sure.
I bought in.
He's a treasure, Tobin Bell.
He's amazing.
Well, I mean, he's like, I feel like he's still, I still feel like this whole Jigsaw thing is just like, he doesn't get the type of respect the character deserves.
Agreed.
Even so, like, you talk about like, Saw's old as shit now, right? Like the first
So
movie
old.
aired in 2004. It's over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like in the 2000s growing up, like the first Jason was in the 80s and Jason was like everywhere, right? Like,
Yeah.
like Michael Myers everywhere. 78 is the first movie. Like it's about time that like Jigsaw is renowned as like one of the best horror villains, bar
he
none.
is a horror icon.
Like conceptually is, but like I feel like he still doesn't get the respect.
the love he deserves. I agree with that, actually.
It just like is such a unique type of movie and a unique type of killer that like it's truly original.
Yeah, Saw don't have the hype it used to. That's part of it.
At least Saw 10 was great. It did good in the box office, got good reviews too. So that definitely helped it. Like, because it instantly got greenlit for a new movie once.
I mean, but back in the day, like opening night, our whole school used to go see.
Oh,
Saw.
yeah. No, it was lit.
I think I saw you guys at the movie theater when this
We
came
did.
out.
We just ran into each other.
we did.
On opening night.
So fun. Those days. I just had this conversation with my brother. We went to go eat in the theaters right there, and it was a Saturday night, and there was no one at the theater.
Were you sweating?
No.
Okay.
But I was just thinking how, like, if you used to go to that mall on a Saturday night, there would be lines out of the theater of people going to see, like,
Yeah.
fucking movies and stuff
It's so
like
sad
that.
that that's gone.
Yeah. We used to wait in line to get seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, now you can pick your seats online, but there's just no one there.
You kind of miss being inconvenienced terribly.
Sometimes, yes.
You do.
There was a charm to it.
For sure, that was your life. Like, the pace was different. It was a different time.
Like, you're like, oh, shit, we got to get to this movie theater an hour early so we get good seats.
Now life just has too much that you require the convenience.
Yeah.
Seriously though, between all the apps, like you're just like overwhelmed by choice. Like there's too much.
It's too much convenience.
It's also the fact that why the fuck would I go to the movie theaters for the most part if the thing's going to stream next month?
Yeah.
I go occasionally because I'm like, I could go for a popcorn. I'll go sit down, watch a movie, have a popcorn.
Nothing will replace movie theater popcorn.
No, it's still goated. It's still goated.
There's just you will never be able to reproduce that type of like horrible quality food and like enjoy it.
Yeah. Like, it's bad for you, horrible for you, but it's so good.
Like, your heart will cry, but you will be happy.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that
kind of
You know
deal.
that theater we used to go to in Ridgewood?
Yeah.
Closed down.
That's a
Wait,
shame.
when?
I think recently.
That place made so much money.
I was going to say, because
it's not open
It
anymore.
made
I
so
just
much money.
went, God, a month or two ago?
I think we're thinking of different things. Not Ridgefield Park, Ridgewood.
Oh, the shitty one.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, that was bound to close down.
I was also thinking of the Richfield Park.
Yeah, that's-
yeah. I think that place is still kicking.
It is, because I was going to say, I was literally just there like a month
I
ago.
don't know, because that place was like a little bit cheaper, and they had a lot of matinee options, and I feel like people were always going there.
Well,
They
yeah,
were,
because
like,
even when
making
I
bank.
went, there wasn't like a lot of people there, but there was people there. So
But the Ridgewood, we used to go there for
free movie Tuesday.
Tuesday movie nights.
Yeah, that theater had literally 3 theaters in it. So
I miss
great.
classic theaters like that though. Hawthorne has one. It's still open.
Okay.
Hawthorne or Hawthorne Heights.
Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jigsaw's gonna read Lynn her debt to
Miranda
rights
rights?
or Miranda rights.
Sure.
And she knows now she has to keep him alive, or the shotgun collar around her neck is gonna blow up, which I think is a really cool trap idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, this is like Amanda's trap to run, right?
Yes.
Like he's giving her the reins, like she's running this trap. So, shotgun collar on him. She has to make sure that Jigsaw stays alive. Jigsaw dies, she dies.
Yes,
That thing's
and-
gonna explode.
And she has to make sure he just wants to survive through a guy in the other rooms going through his tests.
And they're connected because that guy needs to complete his tests, right, and get through in order for her to be free, period.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. But they don't know. She doesn't know who is the guy, and the guy doesn't know who is the girl.
Yeah.
The guy we're going to meet now is Jeff.
Yeah.
His name is Jeff.
And that's how I feel like he plays this character.
Yes,
to be honest.
literally, he is. My name is Jeff to a T, because he is so slow and lumbering and stupid.
He would not be like the gunslinger I'd want on the squad. You
No.
know, like in the old westerns, the spaghetti westerns where you're just like quick draw. He would be like,
I actually would hate to go shopping with him. He would be looking at everything. He's
So
like,
he has no list. He's just eyeballing everything.
yeah, but he also doesn't know what he wants, so he just stares longingly at it for hours.
I've seen those people at the grocery store.
Yeah,
before.
they should be castrated.
the character itself is just super slow to pick up on the games. Like, and I think that I understand you are motivated by vengeance because Jigsaw's throwing these tapes at you that like you're going to be face to face with the people that were involved, witnessed, killed your son. You know, like ran him over. But like he's like so caught up with like that vengeance piece and like looking at the games that he's just not involved in actually like the game itself,
Yes.
the decision making of the game. And it is super frustrating, and even all the way up to the ending decisions he makes.
yes.
And also the other thing is that he's been looking for those people for years, and now it's put right in front of him.
But like, yeah, it's like a little strange because like, let's talk about. So he breaks out of the cage he's in, right? The box, and he's gonna go to his first test. He gets a picture of himself, and he gets like a key, and then he goes in, and it's a woman tied up in the water room. It's a freeze box. They're icing her out, but like, what like, what is her crime? She didn't flee the scene. She
was
saw the accident and didn't want to testify. Mm-hmm. I mean, she could have been nervous or scared.
Yeah.
Like, you can't like fucking kill someone because they didn't testify.
Yeah, he's mad that
That's
she
not a
she
crime.
didn't step up. It's not a crime at all. He just did not step up. She didn't step up, and he's upset about that because he didn't get the justice. I guess that's why he put her in front of her as just someone that was remotely involved, and he had a clear emotional response. I do like how they intersperse scenes of like him with his daughter.
Yes.
So he has like a daughter that he's cares about, and they're missing mommy.
Yeah, the mom. So at this point, first time watching, I assume the mom left them after the son
That's
died.
what it made it like.
Yes. And then his daughter is neglected in terms that like he doesn't pay attention to her anymore. I know you hate the movie, but it made me think of Walk Hard, where the dad's always like, wrong kid died.
Is that like Tim Meadows?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember that movie.
It's
Wrong kid died?
John C. Reilly. He plays he's supposed to be like
Dewey Cox.
He's supposed to be Johnny Cash, and he has a brother in the movie, but his brother dies in a machete fight, and the dad's always like, wrong kid died, and it makes me think of this because Jeff clearly doesn't care about his daughter. He's just sad his son died, and I almost feel like if the daughter died and the son lived, he would be okay with it.
Yeah.
Wrong kid died.
Amanda really can't keep her shit together in this movie too.
Yes.
Like she just has no idea how to run a trap.
She is an emotional wreck.
She also gets like crazy jealous at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does drop a good cunt line where she calls her a stupid cunt. I like when people bring the word cunt back.
Yeah. I like cunt back.
Yeah.
Like I like that line in general.
We're bringing cunty back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know like the racist term they call for like Mexicans that are here and they're like
Yeah, I know the term you're talking
you know what I'm
about.
talking about? But like you said cunt back. So what if that's like the term we start using for illegal Europeans or specifically the Brits?
Cuntbacks?
Call them cunt backs. They love that term over there.
We can't just...
I can say cunt back until they outlaw it.
Right, but I just feel like we can't be making up racist terms.
Shane, we're the most racist podcast there is.
I mean, somebody needs to come up with something new.
Shane.
So why not?
Can we be famous for at least one thing?
Why not cunt back?
All right.
Or
bunch
let's
of
like
cuntbacks
let's
coming into our country.
incorporate thought into something.
Yeah.
You just love that.
So the definition of thought is like a whore that would actually bring a mouse to the table.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thought.
Like you see that and you're like, wow, you're a thought. What are you doing, thought?
Okay. Fair. Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys are sick.
I will also say that like the Tobin Bell like shit is like really disturbing. Like
Oh my God, when he starts seizing.
brain tumors, like the brain issues, and like it really like that stuff's hard to watch.
Not being able to control your body, spazzing out.
I think it's hard to watch because it's like it is common. Like this shit happens and it's like really fucking brutal.
And it's sad because like there's nothing they can do about it, whether they can't afford the insurance or just like insurance can't cure a brain tumor. It's,
But you know what you can do?
it's what Luigi's been fighting for his whole life.
Man.
Not only that, though, Shane, if you needed additional coverage, like beyond what your medical insurance, you could always put your trust in Aflac.
Yeah, that's what they do. They have secondary coverage for you. And if they don't, solve it, Luigi's got your back, right?
Just gunning people down in the street.
No, I'm not. He's gunning down like targets. I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying Luigi's got your back.
You're so crazy, Shane. He's got your
That was crazy. Me and Brad just try to come up with a new racist term,
and you're
crazier than we are.
No, that's
You're basically boys with Luigi.
I'm not saying I'm boys with him. I'm just saying.
You basically just said he's really sexy, and I love him.
No, he's kind of
You
like
literally just said, "I
Robin.
wish he was my roommate."
He's like Robin Hood.
You were like, "Yo, I kind of wish he was a teen girl so I could chase him down."
That's crazy. See, now you're crazy. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. But you know what you're not? You're not wet.
And
you're
chained
glad
up?
you're not wet.
I mean, not
because-
right now.
Because when you're wet and you're chained up in the ice box, you go in the ice box, baby. Yeah, this is a bad way to go, I feel like.
Freezing to death?
Do you think it's
Yeah.
funny that her name is Danica and she was in a car witnessing this crime?
That's a really good
Yeah,
point.
that's great. You know what? She also has like shades, like from the certain angle, kind of looks like Danica Patrick.
Nope.
Wait, you're saying like when she's got like that face on the armpit look, that ain't Danica?
Do you know how I reach for meaning all the time? I'm just a constant meaning reacher.
Yeah.
You're really reaching in appearances.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks nothing like her. Also, me and Shane talked about this. This is the first nudity you get in Saw.
I was gonna say, yeah.
only nudity you get in Saw.
Saw's not a big nude franchise, but this girl's definitely naked.
Hey, but it makes sense for the trap because you're not going to do this trap if they have clothes on.
No,
Actually, it would suck more with clothes on. You'll get all stuck to your
no,
titties.
but you might not freeze fast enough because you got the clothes blocking the froze zone.
The picture of Danica Patrick.
Yo, you look at that shit.
It's nothing. Also, Danica's kind of a baddie.
Didn't
No
she date
wonder-
Aaron
She
Rodgers
did.
for like a minute?
She did.
Isn't
for
she also
years.
like 5'1"?
What does that matter?
She's like really short.
It's also the height of
So
my
you're
wife.
saying she's a short thought.
Are you calling my wife a dwarf?
I did not say that. I'm just saying
Are
she's
you
short.
saying Brian's wife is so short it should be illegal?
That's a crime. She's short though, isn't she?
Are you calling me gay?
Oh my god! Give me a Danica Patrick height check right now. Maybe she's 4'9".
Okay, she's still sexy though. She's.
I'm just saying she's short.
You know who else Aaron Rodgers dated? Shailene Woodley. Do you know? Did you know that?
Yeah, they just
5'2".
5'2". There you go.
It's not.
She's taller than I
All
thought.
right, hold
That's
on.
like. My mother's 5'2". Are you saying my mom should just commit at this point?
Oh my god, that's crazy. My mom's 5 foot.
Yeah. So stop talking about how you hate short people and really love teens.
I'm just saying. I thought she was short. That's all.
Honestly, Shane, your behavior is 1,000% schlocky, which is also derivative of the word schlock. That's the root word.
Like you see how you just try to dishevel your hair, and it wasn't possible because your hair's so goddamn
No,
straight.
my hair gets disheveled. Look at this shit. Watch this.
It just goes back into position in
I'm
like a
literally
minute.
watching this
It's
flap
li-
right here fall back
It's
into
literally
place.
going back almost instantaneously to where it was.
Fucking crazy.
No, hold on. You just gotta rub it hard.
That's what she said.
There we go.
Okay, that sort of worked, even though it's sort of already starting to fall back into place.
She froze to death, Mike.
Well, the thing is, like, in order to free her, he had to get a key, right? So he was going to go through it. He's got to stretch through like these bars and extend it to get a key. To do that, he's got to put his face towards the freezing cold, like these iron bars. And of course, they pull like a little Christmas Story thing here, where his face gets stuck. He's got to pull it off. He does get the key, but guess what? It's all for naught because she is frozen.
But the thing is, it's not for naught because he actually needed the key to get out of the room, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess.
So like, it's like one of those things where it's like, regardless, he should have just saved her because he had to get the key anyway.
I have a feeling she wasn't even going to be able to be saved. Period.
Well, that lock is completely frozen.
well, now, yeah.
Because didn't he? Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe, but we'll never know. These traps are well. Then again, the one guy he does save in the next trap.
Yeah, and then he fucking gets him murdered.
Yeah, but that's not the trap's fault.
Yeah, it was
That's-
actually, to be fair, it wasn't even Jeff's fault when the guy gets murdered. He was just standing.
the timing wasn't great on the shotgun.
Yeah.
But
Do you think he's slow, like just physically or mentally, or
Jeff?
both, or both?
like the character,
Yeah.
I think it's just like he's just quick to understand. So I'm gonna go. He's just slow. Actually, I don't
Like
I don't-
slow moving?
I don't know what the better way to answer that question.
He actually might be mentally challenged.
I think he's slow. I think I don't think he's intelligent. is the
Yeah,
word
I think he has a touch of the tism.
of the tiz.
He's been touched by tism.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Mike, you're going to tell me you don't think he has a little tism?
I think he's flustered, so it affects his decision making.
Do you have a list of Aaron? You have Aaron Rodgers' list pulled up?
Yeah, because I figured Mike was going to ask me to do his fact check.
That's honestly that's fair, and I like the proactivity.
I
You already
like
had
it.
that
I
shit
like it
pulled
a
up.
lot.
Go, run it down.
Run it.
I love how he had it up.
Jessica Zor, whatever the fuck her name is.
Not sure who that is. I'm sure she's hot.
Danica Patrick, Olivia Munn,
Oh
Shailene Woodley, Mallory Edens, and Kelly Rohrbach.
Okay, she's a model.
Who's he with right now?
He's got an impressive list.
I think he's just with the ayahuasca.
Well, he's definitely with ayahuasca. I thought he was getting married to Shailene Woodley. That didn't happen.
Yeah, they're definitely not married. His fucking
Is dating Brittany. Hold on.
Oh, she's not one of those girls that just has one name, is it?
Oh, it says, as of December 2024, Aaron Rodgers is dating Brittany, according to a reveal on the Pat McAfee show.
Olivia Munn.
That's a good poll.
He dated Olivia Munn, but she's married to someone now, right?
That comedian.
Oh, Mulaney.
Fuck it, John
Mulaney, yeah, that's right. They've been married for a little while now. I think they must have she must have started dating him right after Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I thought for some reason that he was really I guess the Shailene Woodley thing didn't work out.
He split up from Olivia Munn in 2017 after dating for 3 years. He
Yeah.
wasn't married to her.
Yeah, I think he immediately John Mulaney and her kind of hooked
That's
up.
a good list he's got. It's not like Derek Jeter or A-Rod.
No, I was
it's-
going to say
no, it's not.
Jeter's list
It's
is
impressive
fantastic.
nonetheless.
I mean, Pete.
Jeter has the best list of all
He
time.
does have the
right?
best list. I will say that Pete.
Pete's is really impressive.
It's getting there. It's getting there for sure.
Alonzo?
No.
Pete Davidson.
That'd be something
Oh,
else.
okay. Yeah.
Pete Davidson's list. When you look up that, give us the list.
It was Ariana Grande, freaking Kim Kardashian.
Dude, he dated.
Kate Beckinsale,
Yeah. her
Oh, so I'm
too.
just making stuff up then.
Emily Ratajkowski, right? Was another one.
Yep.
It's fucking nuts.
Oh, the Raj cow.
Yeah, I think Pete Davidson's not like. I think he's like a pocketbook.
Phoebe.
Like everyone, like he's.
Denver, Kate Beckinsale,
That's a really
Kaya
good one.
Gerber,
Kim
She's
Kardashian.
sexy, yeah.
Kim Kardashian, and then obviously Ariana Grande. That was pretty much what started it all.
That's what I'm saying. He's like a pocketbook. He's like a fashion accessory. Like they don't date him because they like him. It's like they date him
To get over their
yes, and then you get rid of him.
Well, you laugh at the first joke, and then the second one just doesn't fucking land.
I mean, he's great in bodies, and that's about the extent of his career. I like.
There you go.
So let's talk now. Jeff, he got his next picture. It's a picture of his son. We're gonna cut back. Lynn's gonna be like looking through things. She realizes she's in hell. Yada yada. The next trap is really cool. You like pig?
No.
This
Definitely
he's gonna
not
meet
the
the judge, right? The judge is gonna be chained neck first down into a thing, and there's gonna be pigs being shredded and gooped onto him.
I like the word gooping. I like how you're describing that word.
Yeah, we're gonna get pig gooped, and Jeff is going to have to burn all of his son's belongings to get the key to free this judge from the pig goop. And this is a very easy trap because it just involves Jeff pressing a button.
It's an easy trap, but of all the traps that are in this film, it's one of the worst in my opinion.
In terms of how he would die.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think that the rack is really
the worst.
It's probably the worst, but this would probably be the second worst. I would argue that Lynch Trap is probably the best.
Well, yeah. You're just getting your face blown off real quick. Is a
And
nice, easy way
the
to-
bomb would probably be the second best, although you'd hate to like rip your skin off for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think this is the second worst because I would hate drowning, but could you imagine drowning in pig gut water?
Like rotted.
as well
Yeah.
as maggots and
Yeah. It's a bad way to go.
This is it's fucking disgusting. Look at that.
Like there's nothing. It is a unique trap.
It is.
Like this shit is unique. So the thing is, like after like I would say like the first 4 saws, the traps really weaken in my opinion. Like this shit is so original.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys think. I think they get spiral traps are just fucking wild. The traps in Spiral, they're just too there's too much.
I think that's why I like 6. 6 is more grounded in reality again with the traps because you just have like the shotgun carousel, which is very
they're simplistic.
Yes.
Like they don't require too many things. You know?
and I think that's why I enjoy 6 so more. 6s are very realistic.
You dilute impact when you get way too technical like
Yes.
that.
Yeah, this shit's because like, dude, it's not instantaneous, right? So you just gotta like choke and fucking.
You're getting waterboarded with guts until you finally drown.
Dude, when it starts filling up, it's really disgusting.
Yeah.
Like they do a good job
Yeah.
of like like look at the waters. Like initially it looks like a lot of like water.
Yeah.
But then you start like actually seeing the intestine and the guts floating, and it gets really disgusting. Also, I just like thought about this like mid movie, and I'm just like, yeah, how do they have the resources and the time to put this together? Like all the traps, the perfect precision of execution, all of these pigs, this cryogenic chambers.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot when you think about it that way. But
Also, how does she get all the anesthesia and all that ready so fast?
Just enough medicine, although there's really no medicine, but just enough that they need. The fucking bomb trap and like.
Well, no, the medicine I think is like either Gordon going deeper into it, or they steal it. I think it's alluded to when Jill Tuck was working at the
wife.
Yeah, at the health clinic. I think they steal some of the medicine from there.
But like, here's the thing. Also, they have to also steal all of these photos and toys and everything from their families, and like Jigsaw has this like real intimate knowledge of their lives.
Yeah, considering he's on his deathbed.
Yeah, it's like, look, I know you got to do it, but it's like, it's a humongous reach.
Oh, 100%. This movie is by no means perfect. I love it, but it's by no means a perfect movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just talking about the series as a whole. Like, I just feel like, but this one in particular with these traps, it's just like.
The traps are awesome, like you said, but he does eventually burn his child's belongings. He gets the key, and he actually gets the judge out of there. He saves him. So Jeff is now 1 for 2.
Disgusting, dude. Oh my god, look how gross this shit is. It's so gross.
You know what else is gross? The next part, which is where Lynn has to actually perform the surgery on Jigsaw's skull. The noises it makes when she's sawing his skull, and like she puts the fucking unsterilized drill on his skull. And she like peels back his head. She like squirts liquid in his brain.
He says something that's super funny here too. He's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Never better."
His delivery is always great.
Yeah. This is pretty rough, but at the same time, like, what is he on? Any like he's got to be on something, right?
See, they have him hopped up on something.
Like, yeah, she's cutting literally into his brain. Then she does. I mean, she's a doctor, so she like takes you're right, like an unsterilized drill, cuts into the 4 corners of his skull, and then uses that like little saw to like cut off up the top of his skull to alleviate pressure.
I would never be able to keep my hand steady during this, knowing if I fuck up, my head blows off pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh. And she's like super jealous, and like she's like Amanda is like super jealous of how. I think it's because like she's an emotional wreck. She can't handle like the assignment and the rules, and like Jigsaw is just like super commitment to his game and like and his process, and like Lynn is performing within the realm of the game.
I know 2 guys that are sticklers for following the rules. And it's Jigsaw and Brian.
You're gonna compare me to a fucking murderer?
But I'm just saying, if you ain't following the rules on a board game, Brian might put you in a trap.
I'll definitely call you out on it.
You might also put someone in a trap.
Okay. What I would say about Jigsaw though is he, I call him a murderer. He wouldn't call himself a murderer.
No, he would never.
He hates murderers.
He despises murderers.
Yeah, he hates murderers.
I'm just saying.
He's like, no, I don't murder anybody. No. Let's be clear. Do I put you in a trap? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, do you die if you don't solve the trap? But that's on you because you should have just cut your eye out.
Your problem, dude.
Do you realize how easy it is to cut an eye out? You should have just been doing that.
No, Mike, you think Jill's a baddie?
Yeah, I'm into it.
There's Jill.
Yeah, she's sweet looking. I mean, I know she's not Shane's type specifically, but.
Well, why do you say that? Jill's a baddie.
Maybe 40 years too old.
Yeah, she's not pushing like 17 or anything, so.
You gotta stop. That's a crime. I think it's a crime to say that. So you're just committing crimes.
Yeah, I'd go to town on Jill for sure.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
They have the pig
What's
mask.
cooler, the pig mask or the fucking, what's his name, Billy?
Billy the Puppet? Yeah. I like Billy the Puppet. I think Billy the Puppet.
He's way more iconic.
Yeah.
He's way more iconic, but I do like the pig. I'll tell you what,
is pretty
growing
dope.
up, that shit scared me. The first Saw movie where
Definitely.
fucking Adam was in the mask.
Definitely.
I thought I was going to be in a fucking parking garage and get pigged.
Yeah, we should talk about that actually. How they show that Amanda's been helping Jigsaw as the duo pig with him for a while now.
So am I to believe now that like even before the Lawrence Gordon trap, that she was helping Jigsaw and had her trap done before that? Would have had to.
Well, no, her trap was definitely done before Gordon's trap because remember,
It has to.
well, no, in Saw 1 they make Gordon watch her interview about her trap.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
at the
that's right.
police
That's
station?
right. That makes sense. Yeah, that's true.
So then after that, we're supposed to believe she then decided she'll help him, and that's how she helped him capture Adam, capture Gordon. They show that she mercy killed Adam. That after the trap had gone in, she went and strangled Adam with the saran wrap or whatever it's called, and she killed Adam. And yeah, so she's been working with Jigsaw for quite some time.
Was that like what was the kill on Adam? Was that almost like a mercy kill?
That's what I think it was. I think she didn't want him to suffer and starve to death, so she went and mercy killed him. Mm-hmm. What's his name? Donnie Wahlberg. She just hated. So she actually just went and wanted him dead. She didn't finish the job though.
No.
But he does have that awesome line. You're not Jigsaw, bitch.
Great line. Yeah, wonderful line.
And the reason why she hated him was because he was the cop that arrested her.
Correct.
From the start.
Yes, that is definitely correct. So I guess so we kind of hit on the backstory, Amanda helping, Amanda Wahlberg.
Setting up this initial trap for Saw 1.
Yep.
Do you see Gordon in this scene? Where is he?
No, I don't think you do.
She might not be here yet.
Oh.
I think what you do see is him inject himself with some kind of serum that's going to relax his muscles.
Yep.
And then he gets into position, and then you realize that if a guy was to kill himself, he would never fall in that position where he's still holding his gun.
Nope, would make absolutely no sense. But I guess you're panicking and not thinking about it.
Yeah. Exactly. You're not. But yeah, look.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever.
love how we in these casual gray shorts.
And the reality of the situation is they can't. It's not like they could see if he's alive because they're attached to the.
Right.
So.
Right. So
He killed himself with that gun while he was holding that recorder.
it's crazy. So Amanda's also, she cuts herself. She does her little cutty thing. And now Jeff's going to get to the final trap. The rack.
Yeah, I mean, like Jigsaw even told her, like, those days are behind you. You're living a new life now. No more cutting yourself, and she's fucking gashing her leg.
Yeah, and it's deep cuts. Those are deep cuts.
What did she even learn from Jigsaw?
Nothing. She did literally learn nothing. She even says she learned nothing when she's like, no one changes.
So it's Timothy Young, right?
Yes.
That's the guy who killed his son.
Yes.
And Jigsaw definitely, or Amanda definitely is going to be making him know that this is the guy.
Yes. Any relation to Delman Young?
The baseball player?
Yes.
Tigers?
Yep. See? It was a baseball podcast, so I had to make sure we brought it back. But no, yeah. So this trap, he's tied up to a rack that is going to spin his limbs, ripping them off.
This is like Jigsaw's favorite trap.
Yeah, Jigsaw's getting off on this trap. This is brutal. Imagine having your limbs twisted for your bones to snap out of your skin, and then...
Yeah, that's painful. I almost rather this than the pig one, though.
I don't think so.
I also think, like, to be honest, like, I know, like, she's the apprentice, and I know she's already set and, like, has not been the most reliable. I do think it's unfair to rely on somebody else to get you out of a trap. If it's your trap, like, if you're in a trap, you should be able to have the opportunity to get out of it.
Which is why Jigsaw is a hypocrite and he's a murderer, because literally he technically is murdering this guy because there's no way for him to get out of it unless he relies on someone else.
And I agree. I love, like, I like the message of Jigsaw. Like, I think as a character, I love it. It makes so much sense. It's very scary, creepy conceptually. But I mean, yeah, like, if you have the opportunity to get out of it, you should have as he says, you should have the ability to get out of it in making those decisions. Yeah. He does not.
No.
He's totally reliant on Jeff, and Jeff's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Jeff is just sitting there like, dude, what do I do? Do I get the key? All right, I'm being a little rude because this guy did murder he didn't murder his son. He just hit his son with a car, killed him. Is it supposed to be drunk driving, or was it just an accident?
I think it was an accident. I think
It was an accident.
It was just an accident,
It's manslaughter.
Yeah.
Vehicular
So, like,
manslaughter.
man, It sucks, but maybe this guy doesn't deserve to have all of his limbs.
No, I don't think so. It's what he did was really bad. I don't know how he did it. If it was like I don't know what happened, but yeah, I would say no.
Right, because they literally show clips of him outside of his car crying. He clearly stopped and felt terrible about it. I mean, look, it sucks. It's horrible, but like, what if the kid just darted out in the middle of the road? Like, accidents happen.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if the kid was like a deer in a past life.
Great.
attracted to cars.
And if there's no like woodsy overpass, he's gonna run into the road.
100%. And you know, kids love cars. They love it. And Hot Wheels leading the way.
Exactly.
I used to collect Hot Wheels. Did you know that?
I still have my Hot Wheels. Did you know that?
I used to collect the Mustangs. I used to be obsessed with Mustangs.
Really?
Yeah.
You're very Benanti.
Ride the pony. Oh my God.
The red ones with the white stripes.
It's very Benanti of you. Oh, the white stripes.
That's a band that existed at one point in my...
We should start doing white stripes jokes like we used to do with the Black Keys.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. That great twosome. Speaking of great and incredible twosomes like the Black Keys, he is trying to get him out of the trap, but the shotgun does go off.
And it kills
When he gets
the judge.
key, and it definitely just shoots the judge in the head. So now the judge is dead. He is trying to find the way to unlock the trap to get Timothy Young out of it, but unfortunately will not find it in time. And the rack is going to do what the rack does best. Every limb has been broken. Both arms, both legs have been twisted. Now the head is going to be turned like an owl, a whole 180 degrees, killing him. And Jeff, who stalled about 4 minutes into this trap, is now hugging Timothy, wishing he did not stall. But that's what we've come to expect from our friend Jeff.
Yeah.
He's just a little slow to the draw, but he means well, I think.
He means great. He's just so slow. So now that's done. He's going to go and get the final picture. So we've seen the picture of him, his son, and his daughter. The last picture he grabs, we would assume would have been his wife to complete the family portrait.
Correct.
But they don't show what's the picture. They
No.
don't show it. They don't
No.
know. We don't know.
They leave that in, up for interpretation. But so she did this, right? She did alleviated the pressure, and now he's gotten through all of the traps, right? So it's almost like the point in time where Jigsaw's like, okay, you've done it. He's gonna come through. It's time for you to lose the collar trap. It's got a bunch of shotgun shells, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you call it, but
Shotgun collar?
get rid of the shotgun collar. But Amanda won't release her from the shotgun collar.
And this is the whole reveal that this has kind of been Amanda's game the entire time.
Amanda's been tested. This is her second game because he's testing her as the next Jigsaw.
Yeah. He wanted to make sure she could take over the job. And he keeps emphasizing that Lynn is more important to her than he realizes. And Amanda keeps, because of her jealousy, she's like, she's not important to me. She's important to you. And
I feel like Jigsaw has to coach her way too many times throughout this whole process.
Yeah,
she's clearly not fit for this.
No, and I think that's why Jigsaw kind of had that feeling, which is why he set this trap up. So Jeff is going to start making his way through. He's almost there. And then Amanda's like, she's going to shoot Lynn. And I love Jigsaw's like, well, you failed. You just destroyed 4 lives.
Yeah, it's funny. She's like, you just destroyed 4 lives. And he actually, of course, projects that 4 people will be
Murdered instantly.
dead because of it.
So Lynn gets shot, instantly falls into Jeff's arms. Jeff, no fucking hesitation, shoots Amanda in the neck. Because Jigsaw, as he's looking down, he's like, you just shot Jeff's wife. And that's the big reveal that obviously this was Jeff's wife. The man that Lynn was originally with was who she was cheating on her husband with, and he wanted a divorce so he could be with Lynn.
Yep, that's the thing. So she was not upset about the divorce from Jeff. She was upset that, she was upset with the divorce that could be pending from Jeff, but she was with, because she was with that other random dude who wanted to divorce his wife for her.
Yeah, the other guy.
A little twisty-roo.
Yeah. Jigsaw then swallows a videotape. Not a videotape, a tape recorder tape. He puts in the wax and he swallows it. Very important for Saw 4.
Of course. He's always setting up for the future.
Of course. So Amanda's going to bleed out and die. Jigsaw is going to talk to Jeff, and he's going to be like, I was your final test. Can you forgive me or something like that?
He forgives him.
Yeah.
In a way.
And fucking saws his throat.
He's like, I forgive you, puts his hand on him, and then saws his throat. It's so fucking funny because in this whole movie, he's been so slow to react. And in this moment, he makes the most hasty decision, which impacts and kills his wife.
Yes, because then the collar goes off, blows her face off, and then Jigsaw hits a tape, closes the door, and then Jigsaw's like, I told you you would find who killed your child, but I didn't say which child, LOL. And then it just shows his daughter just in a closet somewhere.
Like, totally fucking deserted and gonna die.
My favorite part is when it goes all the way back to like Saw 5. You just see Costas Mandylor saving the little girl.
Yeah, like honestly. There's just like they're bringing so many characters. I feel like they create characters for future storylines.
It's crazy,
but they do it well.
Yes.
You know, like I don't know what else to say. Like,
no, it all works. So yeah, the movie ends. Amanda is shot in the neck and dead. Lynn's face blows up. Jigsaw's throat is cut, and Jeff is literally locked in a room with 3 dead bodies.
Yeah,
and that is Saw 3.
Tough to live with yourself at that point.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and say this movie is a 7 out of 10.
And why is that?
Because I gave the first Saw a 10 because it's one of my favorite horror movies ever. And I think I gave the second movie an 8. I believe I gave it an 8.
I believe I also gave the second one an 8.
And I think this is a step below them. I love this movie and I thoroughly enjoy it. But I think this one has the most leap of faiths you have to do in terms of like how the plot is being progressed and everything. But I still really enjoy it. I still think there's strong movies left in this series, especially 4. I think 4 is a great continuation to this one. I think Riggs in the next one is going to do a great job as a lead. I think he's an amazing lead. This movie, though, like the issue I think I have with it is that Jeff is not my favorite, like, character. Like, I think in all the other ones, like, Donnie carries the second one. You got Lawrence and Adam in this one. This one it's carried by Lynn, Jigsaw, and Amanda. The whole Jeff is just so lumbering and dumb. He really does hurt the movie a little bit.
The character doesn't have, the character is not very, very well, like his emotions are not like truly displayed while he's going through these traps.
Yeah, exactly. So I think 7 out of 10 for me, and I'll shoot it over to you, Mikey.
Decent to strong 6.
Okay.
Probably like a mid-tier 6. It's a dip in quality from the first 2, in my opinion. But like my nostalgia for Saw is so like strong, but not so much for this one. It's I think Jeff's a weak lead guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Amanda's interesting. Tobin's always great in these movies. Get a little splash of Donnie here and there. Now the traps, all that really matters in Saw are the traps. This one has some good ones. The fucking pig pen is crazy disgusting. Mm-hmm. You got the freezing, you got the melty with the acid, then the twisty one, the shotgun neck. Yeah, there's some good traps. I think I just talked myself. Yeah, this is a light 7. Yeah.
That's fair.
My nostalgia boner for Saw
is giving it the light 7 now.
This movie is 7. Yeah, it's good. It's not great. It's good. I enjoy it.
I think, like, I agree with Mike. Like, for me, the Saw is about the traps. Like, that is the piece that makes the series, like, so critical. I would say, like, that in conjunction with, like, the, I guess, like, the rationality of and the purpose of the traps from Jigsaw. And that teaching, like, does get morphed throughout with, like, the people that take on his work after he goes. But I do think that like his legacy is kind of like what makes Saw like live on, and I think this is like the last movie where you really get Jigsaw's like true footprint on some of the traps. I know Amanda does fuck a lot of that up, but I do agree.
Yeah,
like
she does.
The the lead, like the strong people that make this movie interesting are like Amanda, Jigsaw, and Lynn. Outside of those three, like Jeff does kind of straddle it a little bit. There's not enough emotion there to convey that character, especially with all the shit that he's got to be considering. And the traps really are the best part of the movie. It's just a shame though, because like you do have like in the previous movies, I would actually even argue that like 2 even better than 1, because I think while I think the first one is the best movie, I think Donnie and Dina are the strongest actress in the entire series besides Tobin Bell. I think those are the 2 strongest ones. I know the first one's got like a little bit of Danny, a little bit of Kerry, and Adam, but I've been so critical about their interactions in the first movie.
I know.
It's almost comical. I do think like Donnie and Dina are strong, so their sprinkle was nice in this. But I do agree. Like I think it's gonna get still strong in the fourth one with Riggs. It's just that like there's just like a mix in this movie, and while I do like that they still bring everything together, the traps are the best part. I give the film a 7 as well. Because it was super entertaining. I still enjoy it. As laughably improbable as the movie is, you know, you got to suspend disbelief, and you will enjoy it because like everything connects. I will say one thing about Saw: they do not waste a single character.
No, everyone is important.
Everybody's
and I like
purposeful,
that. Yeah.
for sure.
Matt, you could give a rating. I kind of like asking you for your ratings now.
Mine was 7 as well.
Okay, sweet.
So is that a 7 across the board?
7s across the board.
Yeah, I think it was a very good movie. I enjoyed the first 2. I watched them recently again, and but I do think like you said, the overall traps are just very good.
Yeah,
and brutal to watch. Whether it be you getting put into the pig pen, or whether or not you're getting your bones twisted.
I know.
I mean, quite frankly, even freezing to death is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You don't like cringe as much from that,
But still, like, it's a painful, slow way to go.
If you were in that situation, you would still be in a lot of pain. Yeah. And I think that's important to and the fact that the series does not make any character go to waste, I think is very important. Yeah. And I think it's a testament. It's goes out in my mind like a Scream series where they always do a really good job connecting characters, same situation. So I do think 7's good.
You know, I'm surprised nobody did. I think it'd be really cool to design a haunted house like a Saw theme.
Six Flags did this past year.
Did they really?
Yeah,
That's
I wanted
cool.
to go, but I never had time. But Six Flags did all movie themed horror haunted houses this year.
That's sick.
And they did. It was Conjuring, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Saw, Trick or Treat, and yeah, it was a lot.
That's
of stuff.
super cool because like I think like obviously with just like you know just seeing it and like I think they could be a really cool creepy concept. But just do like a Saw themed haunted house.
Yeah, definitely.
Like obviously you easily can get out of it. They're not putting you in a game, but like
yeah, just they could even
the
do
simulation.
like the actors simulate it. Yep.
Yeah.
So this for Necronomicon, because now we're talking about death and everything, I think I want to put Timothy Young with the rack. I think it's just so brutal. It's either that or Lynn and the shotgun collar.
So I was thinking it's a tough one.
Is another really good one. I wouldn't mind if I lost with the rack because I do think Lynn is another very good one. So
I'm gonna go with the judge.
Oh,
because he initially gets waterboarded and pigboarded and rotting pig guts, and then gets blasted
in the face. Okay,
in the face.
He does have it pretty rough.
He has a brutal series. I was gonna go Lynn because, yeah, she did some bad things in her personal life, but I feel like she did everything she could to get out of this shit.
Yeah, and she just failed.
And like she fails, and it's not even
her fault.
to her. Like she did everything she was supposed to.
Amanda was supposed to technically Jeff didn't even kill her because Amanda was supposed to take the collar off before Jeff even got there.
He's like his ironically underwear revenge on his wife cheating on him.
Yes. So yeah. So we'll go Lynn because I was fine with Lynn as my secondary. So we'll do Lynn. Lynn, you are a great doctor. Some say the best because you could do tracheotomies on multiple psychiatric drugs. You can perform brain surgeries while also being strapped with a shotgun collar. Like The amount of things this woman can do under immense pressure is amazing. I can barely play video games when the pressure gets too high. You've seen me play Halo Lasso. It gets dicey out there.
Gross.
So for what she did, amazing. She is the GOAT doctor. She might be a better doctor than Dr. Lawrence Gordon. I
my
might go on
goodness.
record and say that.
But that was Kramer's doctor.
It's true, and he didn't diagnose him properly the first time. So you know what, Lynn, welcome to the Necronomicon. You might be able to fix up some people up there because we put some baddies. There's some baddies up there. So that is our review of Saw 3. I already put my executive foot down, so we'll do Saw 4 in September. My foot
Has been put down.
Down.
See that shit? That's a down foot. Tell the people what we're watching next week, Mike.
I have no idea.
Does anyone know?
I think I have
Brian
I have an idea.
Because it's St. Patty's Day next week.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's gonna get a little green.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's gonna get a little punk,
Yes. Little
Nazi punks.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little Third Reich.
a little Patty
Yeah,
Hitler
a little
Nazi
Third
punk.
Reich up in here because we're reviewing Green Room for this Leprechaun season. I was gonna say Leprechaun because we always do a Leprechaun.
We
but
always
said,
do Leprechaun.
Nah, we're
yeah.
not gonna do Leprechaun.
Not this year, so you're gonna have to wait a whole nother year for Leprechaun on
so
St.
we are-
Patty's Day, my friend.
We're doing Green Room because it's green. And yeah, so we will see. It's Patrick Stewart, right? He's like the skinhead in that movie. Or no,
Is it Patrick Stewart?
it's someone famous. I forgot who it was.
It is absolutely. I just didn't know if it was him or I get him confused, honestly, with Ben Kingsley. It's one of them.
I don't think it's Ben Kingsley. I do think it's Patrick Stewart.
You're probably right, honestly.
Ben Kingsley's too busy being in Blood Rain.
That's
We're gonna fact check real quick, Matt, and then we're.
Yeah,
gonna
you're
wrap
right.
this
It's
up.
Patrick Stewart.
It is right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will see. We're the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week, where Professor X becomes Professor Nazi.
Oh. Oh boy, we are the final podcast. Don't forget to tune in next Monday for Green Room because it's St. Patty's time. We're ready to rock and roll with some cool Anton Yelchin flick. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he left a great legacy of movies behind. We're super happy to review that one, so tune in. Please subscribe on the YouTube, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your music and your podcasts, you'll find us, and we'll see you next week.